Smoothie King, we believe the best ingredients come from nature. That's why we keep adding more whole fruits and vegetables to our smoothies to help you get more out of every sip. At Smoothie King, we've added real whole raspberries bursting with fresh, crisp flavor just in time for summer. Try an angel food raspberry or Greek yogurt raspberry smoothie for a limited time only. Enjoy whole raspberries at any of the 8 Cincinnati area Smoothie King locations. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose. Proud partner of the Hamilton Joes. In its 70th year of operation, All Wealth Federal Credit Union is proud to partner with Hamilton's hometown baseball team. All Wealth is Hamilton's only homegrown credit union, ready to assist with all of your financial needs. Their friendly staff are here to help the residents of Hamilton and Butler County live the American dream. Visit allwealth.org today and see how you can hit a financial home run with All Wealth. Proud Hamilton Joes sponsor Miller Coors wants to remind you, whether you're watching the Joes at Foundation Field or catching the game on YouTube, to never compromise on taste. Reach for a Miller Lite, the light beer that's always brewed for more taste with only 96 calories and brewed right here in Ohio. Miller Lite, hold true.
Hamilton Joes Baseball is brought to you by Triangle Sign Company, a sign of quality since 1921. If your current signage isn't giving you the visibility to attract interest and assist in getting people in your door, then it's time for a custom sign solution from Triangle Sign Company. Whether you're a big or small business, school, or organization, they will design and build a sign that is just right for you. Offering their support for the Hamilton Joes, we thank Triangle Sign Company for their continued support. The Hamilton Joes play ball on the banks of the Miami River, but the Great Miami Crew Rowing Squad is happy to sponsor the Hamilton Joes during the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball season.
Your AAA store has moved to a new location in Hamilton. 2870 Menards Boulevard in Fairfield Township is your new home for all your travel, insurance, and attraction ticket needs. AAA has great member deals on everything you need for a great vacation. Visit AAA today in Fairfield Township to join America's largest motor club organization or online at AAA.com.
Fort Hamilton Hospital is a full-service community hospital who continues to lead the way to better health in the Butler County area, serving patients from Fairfield, Oxford, Cincinnati, and Middletown. Fort Hamilton Hospital combines modern technology, highly skilled physicians with a friendly, caring staff. Their offerings include maternity, emergency, the most advanced wound healing in Butler County, and a range of outpatient services. For care you can count on, visit Fort Hamilton Hospital, located at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton.
Richard's Pizza is one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955, and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joes. Whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family.
Bridgewater Falls is proud to continue its sponsorship of the Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all of the flavors Bridgewater Falls has to offer. Bridgewater Falls is located just off of Ohio 129 at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township at Bridgewater Falls.
The original and simply the best. That's Wings on Brookwood, located at 147 North Brookwood Avenue. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, Wings on Brookwood offers both lunch and nightly specials. Before or after the Joes game, stop by Wings on Brookwood. You'll be in good company.
Emmon.
You're watching Hamilton Joes Baseball on the Joes YouTube Network.
Hello and welcome to beautiful Foundation Field here on the banks of the Great Miami River. I'm Reid Maus, joined along here with my broadcasting partners. I got two today, Zach Verdea and AJ Schraffenberger. Guys, how you doing today?
Good. We got a full house in here tonight.
Doing great. Ready to get this second game started.
Yeah, it's a little tight in this press box right now, and you guys actually were on the call earlier today. I was not here for that. How did that game go for the Hamilton Joes?
It's kind of an interesting game. We had obviously the continuation of the game that got rain suspended yesterday, and kind of a roller coaster second half of the game was we had Joes trailing coming in 6-2 and then getting the lead 8-6, and by the time we were in the ninth inning, Joes needed a run to tie it up at 9-8 and just couldn't get that run across. So they'll see looking to get back into the game and get on top here in the second game.
Yeah, so we're going to see game two, the part two of this play, this act today for us. And we're going to see the Hamilton Joes trying to fight their way away from a sweep. And of course, they're playing the St. Clair Green Giants. Zach, why don't you go ahead and give us the St. Clair Green Giants starting lineup?
Well, we'll see Carter Mossy again leading off for the Green Giants. He had a pretty good day earlier yesterday and today. You got Rodrigo DeLuke batting second again. We got Gibson, Krasminski batting third and DH. We see Matt Phipps, the DH from last game, catching and batting fourth today. Gianni Tomasi, we'll see him again hitting fifth. Sixth is Harrison Jones, number 36, the first baseman. We'll have David Cole, the left fielder, batting seventh. Mitchell Morales in left field, actually. David Cole is playing center, but Mitchell Morales will bat eighth, and ninth will be Gavin Homer again.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how the Joes do today. And Trevor Atkins and Michael Hall, a different battery today in trying to extinguish one of the major parts of the Green Giants' offensive play yesterday was stealing bases. Actually, Carter Mossy one time stole second and third, and the same time he was on base and was able to score, and that was a big part of how they were able to score 9 runs. So we'll see how Michael Hall and Trevor Atkins can do it differently today. AJ, how are the Hamilton Joes going in the field today?
Yeah, as Atkins finishes up his warm-up pitches here, we'll take a quick look around. In the outfield, starting left to right, Chris Hamilton will start the game in left field. He'll bat third. Out in center field, it's Trey Compton, number 20. He'll actually lead off for the Joes tonight. Over in right field is Tyler Thaman getting the start after not playing in game 1 of this series. He'll bat 7th. Over at third base, we're going to have Addison Coffey batting 5th in the lineup as well. Shortstop is Justin McConnell this game, number 6. He'll bat 2nd in the lineup. Over at second base is going to be Chandler Miller, number 29. He'll round out the lineup for the Joes, batting 9th. And Michael Hale will do the first base duties this game, batting 6th. And obviously the battery of Michael Hall and Trevor Atkins, like Reid mentioned, will do the pitching and the catching tonight.
Yeah, Trevor Atkins starting on the hill today. Zach, do you have anything on our starting pitcher for the Hamilton Joes?
Yeah, the Heidelberg University product went 5-0 on the season in his 10 starts. And he went 5-0 in his 10 starts on the year, 2.43 ERA in 70 innings, 71 strikeouts. So you know he's got the punch-out pitch working, and that his ERA is pretty low for 5-0.
Here comes the first pitch from Atkins, and it's going to stay down low for a ball. So the first pitch not where he wanted it to be. It's always nice to get that first strike of the game for a starting pitcher. And he winds and deals. Here comes the next pitch, and it is up and in. So 2-0 for the D3. It's nice to see some D3 talent out there. Of course, we got Michael Hale out there at first base as well. 2-0 count coming to Carter Mossy. It's going to be called a strike. They desperately got to keep Carter Mossy off the base pass today.
It's okay, we get confused too. There's 2 games yesterday and today, so it's all just one big glob.
I don't know what to say.
So the 2-1 pitch is swung on a miss from Mossy. 2-2 now the count. Just like that, Trevor Atkins is notched up the count. Mossy taking his time, trying to keep Atkins off his rhythm. Atkins is working quick here to the first batter. Batters always like to keep their own pace as the 2-2 payoff pitch is fouled off for the first base. Actually, the great southpaw Warren Spahn, who actually has the most wins from a southpaw all time, 354, once said that hitting is all timing and pitching is the disruption of that timing. So here comes the 2-2 payoff pitch, and it's a breaking pitch that misses up.
You just have that 354 number at the top of your head there.
Oh, if you stick around me for a while, I got plenty of stats for you.
I'm excited for that part.
So here comes the full count. And it's fouled off over the backstop, and they're going to call a balk on Atkins.
The balk or catcher's interference?
Or it could be catcher's interference.
Yeah, it looks like catcher's interference is going to be the call.
Don't see that very often.
No.
See Mossy on base again, and he had those 2 stolen bases you mentioned earlier. Stole second and third, came around to score. He's definitely someone that has base stealing threats with a lefty on. Hopefully we can keep him close.
One thing you got to keep in mind that they can neutralize today's base running threat is there is a lefty on the hill.
Yeah, definitely when you have a lefty on the hill, you see a lot shorter leads over at first, at least early on. Guys getting a look at what kind of move the left-hander has over to first base. So we'll see if we see that here early on.
Atkins showing off his first move. I'm sure it's not his best, as the first pitch to Diego Dulac is swung on a miss. So 0-1 is the count here on Dulac. Dulac had a couple nice plays over there at third base yesterday, and his name is always fun to say. So Atkins looking over at Messi, trying to keep him close. On to delivers. Messi fakes the steal a little bit, just gets a few more steps off the base path. So 1-1 now our count.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Green Giants go on the base pass today, because they had, in the last game, had 5 or 6 stolen bases, all converted, and we have a different catcher in there today, so it'll be interesting to see how they test him.
The 1-1 pitch to Dulac, misses low and in. 2-1 now our count.
Definitely a lot of concern over there at first base for Mossy. Even if with the left-handed pitcher, you do see a couple extra looks over there. As you guys were talking about, his speed made a difference in the first game in this series.
It's such a funny thing what stolen bases can do to the psyche of an entire defense. At least I can't speak for a left fielder or right fielder. I'm sure it's not in their head too much, but definitely when you're on the hill, when you're behind the plate and those middle infielders, it's in the back of their mind the entire time. 2-1, and Messi thinks about going as it misses up there, the pitch from Atkins. Yeah, when you're behind the plate calling pitches, you constantly think to yourself, is this a pitch that he's going to steal on? Should I call a pitch out? Should I call something hard? Can I go? And it can actually deter from what should be the proper call in the situation of the count. There comes the 3-1 count, and it's a walk to Dulac. So the first 2 get on via free passes, and not the start of the day Trevor Atkins wanted.
It'll be big for Atkins to have to go after this 3-hole here. You got Matt Phipps on deck, who we saw last game, 4 hits, didn't get out, had also a walk, so you got a daunting cleanup hitter on deck.
Yeah, for a guy who didn't get a start last game, a lot of confidence in this guy, Gibson Kraminski. We're letting him start at the 3-hole position. And that ball is swung on and hit up into left field, but Chris Hamilton, the left fielder, is underneath it. We'll see if Messi tags up, and he does just that, and here comes the throw to the third baseman. And there's a close play, but he is going to be called safe, and I think actually Addison Coffey might have delivered a blow into Carter Messi. No, I think he slid
Looked
on
like
in.
his knee kind of caught Mossy's head when he was sliding head first into third base, and may have caught his knee with the top of his helmet. Little bit of a bell ringer, but seems none the worse for wear over there.
So Gibson Kraminski sends a ride to it, but all for naught, as that's the first out of the inning for Trevor Atkins. So now he's facing first and third, and we mentioned yesterday about how the first inning has been really the Achilles heel of this Hamilton Joe's pitching staff. For the first 2 games, 6 of the 9 runs they gave up were given in the first inning.
Yeah, they do say the first 3 outs of the game and the last 3 outs of the game are the toughest ones to get, and that's certainly been the case for the Joes here early on in the season.
So 1-0 the count as the first pitch to Matt Phipps is missed up, and we mentioned how dangerous Phipps was. Really no way they could pitch him was working yesterday. We'll see if putting a lefty, and here's a ground ball to the second baseman, see if they can turn 2 as they get the out at second. And that is an easy double play, as Matt Phipps was really just jogging down the line, and that ends the first inning here. We'll be coming right back to at the bottom of the first half with Hamilton Joe's. You're listening to the Hamilton Joe's Network.
M&G Body Shop is your one-stop shop for car repair. Woman-owned and family-operated collision repair center. They can be reached at 513-851-9056 or can be found online at mgbody.com. A proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
In its 70th year of operation, All Wealth Federal Credit Union is proud to partner with Hamilton's hometown baseball team. All Wealth is Hamilton's only homegrown credit union, ready to assist with all of your financial needs. Their friendly staff are here to help the residents of Hamilton and Butler County live the American dream. Visit allwealth.org today and see how you can hit a financial home run with All Wealth.
Hamilton Joes Baseball is brought to you by Triangle Sign Company, a sign of quality since 1921. If your current signage isn't giving you the visibility to attract interest and assist in getting people in your door, then it's time for a custom sign solution from Triangle Sign Company. Whether you're a big or small business, school, or organization, they will design and build a sign that is just right for you. Offering their support for the Hamilton Joes, we thank Triangle Sign Company for their continued support.
The Hamilton Joes are proud to partner with Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment Free Zone. You can experience the Judgment Free Zone by joining for only $10 a month. You can join in any of the 13 Cincinnati area Planet Fitness locations or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, the world judges, we don't. Bridgewater Falls is proud to continue its sponsorship of the Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all of the flavors Bridgewater Falls has to offer. Bridgewater Falls is located just off of Ohio 129 at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township at Bridgewater Falls.
We are back here at Foundation Field where the first pitch to Trey Compton from the starting pitcher for the Green Giants. Marcus Christie is thrown for a strike, a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and Christie working quick as he's already gotten the sign for the second pitch, and he's working with a fastball on the outside part of the plate. We're going to see if Compton tries to slow things down, and Compton has really nestled himself well into the beginning of this lineup, and now it's going to be a drop third strike. Let's see if Compton can make it to first place, and Phipps doesn't even make an attempt to throw on that one, and just like last game, Compton has a knack at getting on base.
Yeah, any way possible. I guess even drop third strike, like you said, it's not ideal, but it's what you want to. It's on base.
Yeah. So we've seen the last 6 at-bats from Compton. He's 1 for 2 now with a single, a strikeout, which he reached base on, 2 walks, and 2 hit by pitches. So the last 6 at-bats, he's found his way on base.
Yeah, well, now we're in the 4th game of this young season, and we're starting to see the lineup getting shaped like clay right now, as Compton, Hamilton, Dorsey, Coffey, and Hale all are becoming consistent starters in the lineup. As the first pitch to Justin McConnell is called for a strike. He's actually, the game he didn't start in was the game that started yesterday and was finished today.
Yeah, McConnell batting .429 on the young season thus far in his 2 games of experience, and definitely a hot start to the season for him.
As the 0-1 pitch from Christie is called for a ball. 1-1 now the count. Christie working very quickly, even with a runner on base. Trying to get into the hitters at least head just a little bit. I mean, we see pitchers do this a lot. They really try to use anything they can to get outs, and one thing that you can easily control is your timing, how quickly you are to the plate, how quickly you get that sign. Here comes the pitch from Christie, and it is lined on to left field, and that looks like it might be 2 for McConnell as Compton's making his way all the way to third base. They're going to try and get the runner out at second base, and McConnell slides in there safe. So second and third now the start for the Hamilton Joes, and that's quite the start they wanted, as McConnell is making a bid to be an everyday starter as well.
Yeah, we saw McConnell in that first game of the year, that 8-7 win over the Scouts. He went 3 for 3, had an RBI. So it's good to see him get back out there in this game, start, and rip that one down the line.
And it's so interesting just to see how much that changes, because Christie was working smoothly against Trey Compton, getting a strikeout, but just by getting on a runner, got out of his rhythm a little bit, and McConnell taking advantage. And here comes the first pitch to Chris Hamilton, which is swung on and fouled off, but it's going to be out of play off the third base side. So 0-1 the count to the 3-hole for the Hamilton Joes.
And even last game was the first game that we saw Chris Hamilton not get a hit in, and when he went 0 for 4, but he did have an RBI and have a situation with no outs with 2 runners on and a runner on third. Just if he can have another RBI ground out like he did last game, you would take that.
You got to ask yourself, did Chris Hamilton miss a sign there? Because you don't see that very often this early in the game where the head coach, Adam Grisham, comes over and talks to the young 3-hole hitter, Chris Hamilton, after just 1 pitch. I don't know what he was telling him, but you can speculate all you want, as now there's a breaking pitch that is fouled off, out of play, the same place as the last one. 0-2 now the count to the left fielder. You mentioned it. Last game was the first time we didn't see Chris Hamilton get a hit. He was the hero of Game 1 and the catalyst to Game 2 as he checked swings. They're going to ask if he went around. Now Chris Hamilton's actually going to ask if it hit his back foot. It's a no on both questions, as now it's a 1-2 count.
Definitely an interesting sequence there. You don't see it a lot with the ball catching the guy's back foot, or so he claims, I suppose, and almost took a full swing at it.
I think there's a bit of theatrics right there. Chris Hamilton isn't the best thespian, but he was just trying to get on base. You see batters come up with very unique ways to try and get on base, especially when you're down 0-2 like Chris Hamilton was before that pitch.
Long shot for an Oscar, you think,
I
early
think,
on?
And there comes the line drive. And it's going to go out to center field. We'll see if the center fielder, Messi, can get underneath. They're going to do that. And he's going to try and get the out at third base. And there's going to be the first run of the day for the Hamilton Joes. So a good job by Chris Hamilton at making contact on the 1-2 count off Marcus Christie. And now it is 1-0 with a runner on third base and 1 out with big old Griffin Dorsing coming up.
Yeah, great job there from Hamilton, getting the job done with 2 strikes, finding a way to get the ball to the outfield. Obviously, you see hitters do that or get it in the infield like he did last game, but great job by him getting the ball to the outfield, getting the Joes on the board.
And he didn't just make contact with the ball. He actually put a good ride on it.
I guess they were checking there for the tag up. We saw that in the last game. The Joes wanted to make sure that the Green Giants did, and umpires just kind of look them off, give them the safe, and here we are with runner on third and 1 out.
First pitch from Christie is in Dorsing's back, and that's one guy that you don't want to make an enemy of.
Yeah, and he did not look too happy to be hit by that ball there, so we'll see if that develops into something throughout the game.
So now coming up to the plate is Addison Coffey, and we've seen Addison Coffey play in every game, but normally out of the 6-hole, as him and Michael Hale have switched spots in today's lineup. So first and third with 1 out here. 1-0 is our score, as the Joes have able to get 1 run across off 1 hit.
Yeah, Coffey, 3 hits and 3 RBI in his first 8 at-bats of the young season, so definitely trying to find his way into the lineup.
Coffey very smooth in the field as well. We mentioned that earlier that this lineup is kind of taking shape, and Addison Coffey looks like a mainstay in the day-by-day lineup card from manager Adam Grisham, as the second pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2 the count now.
Yeah, we were able to see Coffey go 2 for 4 in the last game with a couple RBIs, so you could see manager Grisham really liked that one and just bumped him up in the lineup a little bit.
So the 0-2 to Coffey. It's a fastball missing up. The thing that is so great about this league is Addison Coffey, batting 5-hole today, goes to Arizona State University. The 6-hole, Michael Hale, is actually a D3 guy, goes to Marietta. And just how different those programs are. I mean, not that they're both incredibly successful in their own right, but one a D3 and one a powerhouse in the D1 atmosphere. That's just what's so great about this league.
Yeah, absolutely. The parity in this league, obviously something that I saw when I played here. Being an NAIA guy, playing with a bunch of D1 guys, it's definitely something that makes this league pretty special.
NAIA is a little bit different, though, than your typical. I mean, there's some teams as the ball is popped up to center field. We'll see if Carter Messi can make the play at home plate. Catches it, he's going to try and gun him on out. Griffin Dorsey's just going to go straight to second base, and there's not going to be a play there or at home. So 2-0 now our score, as Carter Messi really wanted to get that out at home. And I don't I don't deter him from that. I mean,
Yeah, he made a good strong throw, but good play by Dorshing being heads up at first base, making his way to second and into scoring position with 2 outs.
I take that trade-off any day of the week with Carter Messi trying to get the out at home, knowing that Dorshing's a big, slow, oafish player, and that it's going to take a ball well placed to score him on a base hit. And I don't know if that was going through Messi's head, but that definitely is what happened there. So 2-0 on our score. 1 strike, 2 hail. And as I was mentioning before, we were so rudely interrupted by the baseball game that's taking place right now, is NAIA is a little differently than your NCAA. I mean, there's some NAIA schools that are right up there with any D1 school in the nation. You get a bunch of these guys. Missouri Baptist is one that comes down, and it's a fantastic school. And then you could also have some bottom-of-the-barrel NAIA schools that it's you just come on out and play in between classes.
Absolutely.
So the 1-2 count to Michael Hale. Runner on second base. 2 outs here. It's going to be a curveball, and he's going to send that one for a right out to left field, but the left fielder camped underneath it, and that will mark the end of the first inning. The Hamilton Joes able to strike on their own Achilles heel, scoring in the first inning, which we've talked about. The Hamilton Joes have given up a lot of runs in the first inning, but they've scored a lot of runs. So we're going to be heading to the top of the second. We're going to see if Trevor Atkins can keep it going for the Hamilton Joes. Stay tuned as you're listening to the Hamilton Joes Network.
Waterfalls.
The Fitton Center for Creative Arts kicks off its 25th anniversary celebrations with its annual season launch party on Friday, August 17th from 5 to 11 p.m. The season launch is a free community event with all parts of the Fitton Center open to the public, including galleries, classrooms, studios, as well as performance and event spaces. Enjoy light appetizers and a cash bar, while the 10-piece River City Party Band will perform on the Riverview Terrace. For more information, visit fittoncenter.org or like the Fitton Center on Facebook.
The Hamilton Joes play ball on the banks of the Miami River, but the Great Miami Crew Rowing Squad is happy to sponsor the Hamilton Joes during the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball season.
Your AAA store has moved to a new location in Hamilton. 2870 Menards Boulevard in Fairfield Township is your new home for all your travel, insurance, and attraction ticket needs. AAA has great member deals on everything you need for a great vacation. Visit AAA today in Fairfield Township to join America's largest motor club organization or online at AAA.com.
And we're back here at Foundation Field for the top of the second inning. The Joes take an early 2-0 lead there in the first inning. So we will have Trevor Atkins out here for his second inning of work for the Joes. Did a good job in the first inning, just 1 walk, but no hits on his ledger thus far. That one fouled off there by Gianni Tomasi, hitting in the 5-hole for the Green Giants. So 0-1 on him.
Tomasi was looking at an over 3 day before the rain delay, and then when he came back, he ended at 2 for 5, had 2 for 2 in the restart.
As he lines this one over towards first baseman Hale. He's going to take that one on 1 hop and walk his way over to the bag for out number 1.
Yeah, as Zach just said, we didn't see much of Tomasi yesterday, at least as the hitting front, but 2 for 2, and he hit that one right on the nose, just right at Michael Hale with that big old mitt over at first base. So they start today off 0-1.
So that'll bring up Harrison Jones, the first baseman, who comes out of his shoes swinging at the first pitch there, but not making contact. He'll find an 0-1 count.
We've seen Harrison Jones take some hacks at the ball, and he starts off that 0-0 count the same way.
He's hacking at this one again, and this one's going to get into center field just past the glove of second baseman Miller. And Green Giants have a base runner here on first with 1 out here in the top of the second.
And David Cole coming up. We saw him in a limited role last game, but he came in and pinched ran in the top of the 9th inning, was able to steal third base. The overthrow let him come in to score. So pretty big part for not starting, coming in and pinch running in the 9th.
Yeah, absolutely. Represented the tying run in that game. And obviously, as we know, Joes ended up falling by a score of 9-8 in that first game, as Cole's going to take strike 1 here.
seen the Joes get out of a lot of innings with some double play action, and with the speedy wheels of Cole, might be a little tougher, but Joes do have fantastic fielders out there in the infield.
Absolutely. We saw that in the continuation of the game from yesterday today, and obviously going to have to be quick up the middle there if they want to get Cole on a double play like you mentioned. He's behind 0-2 here with one out and a runner on first in Jones. Swung on and hit out to left field. Hamilton out there will take a few steps in, camp under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
I think David Cole is going to be kicking himself for that one, because I think Trevor Atkins, that was a changeup right there from the lanky left-hander, and I think he left it over the plate, which normally doesn't smell well for the southpaw, but he got away with one right there.
Well, as somebody who left a few changeups in the middle of the plate, I can tell you usually you end up getting a little bit of whiplash in your neck when you do that, but definitely lucked out there as this one's grounded out to short. McConnell up with it. He'll fire over to Hale for the third out of the inning, and great inning there from Atkins. Gives up a hit, but surrenders the runner at second, and we will head to the bottom of the second inning. Joes leading 2-0 on the Hamilton Joes.
Pate Appliance Services have given you 61 years of phenomenal service for any appliance that you need. With flexible scheduling, automated reminders, state-of-the-art service, and an A+ customer satisfaction rating from the Better Business Bureau, Pate Appliance Services is there for you. They can be reached at 513-863-4700 or found online at pateappliance.com.
The original and simply the best. That's Wings on Brookwood, located at 147 North Brookwood Avenue. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, Wings on Brookwood offers both lunch and nightly specials. Before or after the Joes game, stop by Wings on Brookwood. You'll be in good company.
At Smoothie King, we believe the best ingredients come from nature. That's why we keep adding more whole fruits and vegetables to our smoothies to help you get more out of every sip. At Smoothie King, we've added real whole raspberries bursting with fresh, crisp flavor, just in time for summer. Try an angel food raspberry or Greek yogurt raspberry smoothie for a limited time only. Enjoy whole raspberries at any of the 8 Cincinnati area Smoothie King locations. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose. Proud partner of the Hamilton Joes.
And Tyler Thaman steps to the plate as we come back here in the bottom of the second. Behind a strike, and then he'll watch a ball to even up the count at 1-1.
Bateman has a lot of innings logged here for the on Foundation Field, as he also plays for Miami Hamilton.
Count now 1-2. As he swings and misses here, as this drop third strike, he's gonna catcher Phipps over to Jones for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, it was a similar start for Christie out there on the mound, to strike out to the first batter, but it ended a little bit better, as that one did have to need a throw from Phipps, but they were able to get the out, and getting the first out of the inning is just so relieving for a pitcher out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It sets the tone for the inning and helps your team get momentum, especially if you're trying to come back like the Green Giants are right now, as catcher Michael Hale steps in and takes ball 1. Michael hitting .500 on the young season in his first 4 at-bats. He's going to line this one down the right field line, and it stays fair. This is going to be at least extra bases, hopefully 2, as he makes it to second and rounds it, but heads back to second base, and he'll be in there safely with a 1-out double.
For a second there, I thought Michael Hall was going to make his way all the way over to third base, but head coach Adam Grisham just had other plans for him, and I don't think you want to risk it and getting him out at third base there, as you still have a runner in scoring possession here for Chandler Miller.
Yeah, the last time we saw Michael Hall in the game was the second game against the Scouts, and he went 2 for 4, went opposite field on both of his hits. We see him go opposite field there again. Good inside-out hitter, and he's got a double here.
So that'll bring up the second baseman Chandler Miller now, batting 9th for the Joes today. Right-hander steps in against the right-hander Christie. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
Christie's been pretty consistent with that first pitch strike, something that we didn't see earlier in the day from Nicholson, who started out the restart of the game. But it was turned around by the relief pitcher for the Giants later.
That one misses low, evening up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I'm sure something that really hurts the Green Giants was the fact that they couldn't keep out Cienfuegos, who was pitching incredibly well yesterday for the Green Giants. It hurts they come back the next day and not be able to use the guy that has tried and true.
Yeah, definitely was the tale of 2 games when it came to the Green Giants pitching staff before the rain suspension and after. The Joes made quick work of getting back into that game earlier on and then ultimately couldn't close the door, but it definitely was night and day from before the rain suspension and after. It's a 2-1 count here on Chandler Miller, the second baseman. Phipps goes out and has a quick chat with Christie. Joe's leading early on here 2-0. Got 2 in the bottom of the first inning as we play here in the bottom of the second with 1 out. Michael Hall stands on second base. Christie will step off and give him a quick check. 2-1 pitch is ripped towards second base. Second baseman Homer will field it cleanly and fire over to the first baseman Jones for out number 2.
Chandler Miller moving the runner there, which would normally be a typical good out, but with 1 out there, it still needs a base hit to get it. But it is nice to know that a base hit for sure scores the runner here with 2. And the right guy's coming up to the plate, as in the past 2 days he has been unable to get out.
Yeah, we'll flip the lineup over for Trey Compton, the center fielder, as he fouls the first pitch off over the Green Giants dugout there. As mentioned, impossible to get out lately, hitting .429 on the young season. 3 for his first 7. So he'll ground this one towards third base coach Adam Grissom, and he'll quickly behind 0-2.
You may think .429 is pretty early on. It might be a high batting average, but this guy hit .344 last year for Elmhurst College, so not too far off his normal clip.
I think what's more amazing is his on-base percentage.
Absolutely, as he grounds this one to second baseman Homer once again. Back-to-back ground balls for him. Is able to make both plays, and that'll retire the side for the Joes in the bottom of the second. My partner Zach Verdea will be back with the play-by-play in the top of the third. We'll be right back.
Proud Hamilton Joes sponsor Miller Coors wants to remind you, whether you're watching the Joes at Foundation Field or catching the game on YouTube, to never compromise on taste. Reach for a Miller Lite, the light beer that's always brewed for more taste with only 96 calories and brewed right here in Ohio. Miller Lite, hold true.
Ford Hamilton Hospital is a full-service community hospital who continues to lead the way to better health in the Butler County area, serving patients from Fairfield, Oxford, Cincinnati, and Middletown. Ford Hamilton Hospital combines modern technology, highly skilled physicians with a friendly, caring staff. Their offerings include maternity, emergency, the most advanced wound healing in Butler County, and a range of outpatient services. For care you can count on, visit Fort Hamilton Hospital, located at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton.
Richard's Pizza is one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955, and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joes. Whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family.
And welcome back, Hamilton Joes fans, as we're here in the top of the third inning. Joe's still leading 2-0. Trevor Atkins will come out for his third inning of work here. And we'll have 9-hole Gavin Homer, who we saw starting and batting 9-hole earlier in the day and yesterday for the Green Giants, as he had a double in his last at-bat in a pretty big spot. So we'll see him come up here with nobody on and nobody out to start the inning.
The 9-hole is such an important part of that lineup, as is often called the table setter. It really sets up everything for the top of the order. You're just trying to flip the order over and give them some pop to the lineup.
As Atkins' first pitches misses low for a ball.
Or at least that's what I told myself back when I batted 9-hole. Just
second leadoff. Got to get it started on the back end. As that pitch is swung at for a strike by Homer, and he'll see a 1-1 count here. Atkins out of the windup with nobody on here.
Whatever helps you feel better, Reid.
And he'll show bunt, and Homer will get one down, but it will trickle foul on the turf here as he'll run it all the way out. But we'll turn around to see that he has a 1-2 count coming with Trevor Atkins in a good spot.
Yeah, I think that was the right call there by the 9-hole, the speedy 9-hole, because he saw Addison Coffey playing a few steps behind the bag and just trying to sneak one down the turf. But as we mentioned, just tricked foul. He actually got a little weird spin as it bounced in fair territory and immediately had the backspin back.
Yeah, with his speed, I think he may have had that one beat out if it stays fair, but didn't catch the luck of the draw with the bouncy turf.
Atkins' pitch is low and outside for a ball, bringing it to 2-2 on the 9-hole. Atkins looking and getting a sign from Hall. That pitch will be right there as Homer will take it. Looking as he will sit down with a strikeout. Looking, Atkins starting the inning off good with a strikeout. Good to see a strikeout with the top of the lineup coming up.
And now Gavin Homer becomes the beer batter of the game. As for the rest of the inning, they get $1 off beers anytime he strikes out for the rest of the game, which brings a little spark to the crowd.
As Atkins misses there as Mossy shows bunt at first but pulls it back at a ball low in the dirt.
Never a dull moment here at Foundation Field.
The 1-0 is low again, and we'll see Carter Mossy, the leadoff, force a 2-0 count as he reached base on a interference of some sort last inning. We think it was catcher's interference.
Yeah, let's just go with catcher's interference.
That one will be in there for a strike. We'll see 2-1 here for Trevor Atkins as he's facing the top of the lineup for the Green Giants with one out here in the top of the third. Mossy shows bunt yet again, and that's a ball.
Yeah, they're still trying to use their speed to their advantage. Big part of this Green Giants game.
It's a 3-1 pitch. Is swung at and chopped into the Joe's dugout. Foul. We'll have a full count here to the leadoff man with one out. Seen Mossy on base multiple times in the first game, 3 times on 2 hits. We've mentioned his stolen bases plenty of times today, so hopefully he doesn't get on again, as that will be ball 4. And the Green Giants leadoff man, second hitter of the inning, will be on first base for Rodrigo Dulac.
The new wave of baseball often says that on-base percentage is one of the most important stats, and that's because of how important free passes are to the game. When you just give the opposing team free base runners, it often comes back to haunt, as Carter Mossy has got on twice today with ease.
And Mossy will be running on the first pitch, and he'll slide in safely to second base easily, as he has yet another stolen base in this series. That's his 3rd of the series, 1st of the game, as they have a runner on second base with one out.
See, I told you guys I wasn't making it up. This guy was quick.
Just as soon as you said it out of your mouth, he was on his way to second.
Yeah, and they've already given Mossy now essentially 3 free passes now. He's gotten 3 free bags.
The 1-0 will be swung at and missed by Rodrigo Dulac with a runner on second and one out, as there's a 1-1 count for Trevor Atkins, looking to strand this runner in scoring position. He's got to get through the 2 and the 3 hole here.
That was a healthy hat by Dulac. Pulled his head quite a bit there.
Atkins pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. Hall is looking for it. It's right in front of him, but Mossy will take advantage of that and advance to third.
For a second there, I thought that Hall was toying with the base runner because it looked like he got it clean off the scoop, but it just went right in front of him. And those are the hardest ones to get, the ones that go just land right in front of you, and you don't know that it went right there, because he looked up, he looked towards the backstop, he looked towards the dugout, and it happened to be right where he was standing.
So now you have an even more dangerous spot here for Atkins with a runner on third and one out. In this 2-hole Dulac up. Pitch is again low for a ball, as we'll see a 3-1 count for number 7.
On the 0-0 count, we saw Dulac take one heck of a hack. And with a runner on third base and a 3-1 count, you might expect it, but I would actually hope that the 2-hole plays a little two-hole baseball and just tries to put a ball in play here, getting the run in for sure.
That 3-ball count is looked at for another ball, as that'll be a free pass for Rodrigo Dulac, as we'll have runners on the corners with 1 out for 3-hole Gibson Kreminski, the DH tonight.
Now, we mentioned how Carter Messi has had 2 free passes, 1 on the walk, 1 on the catcher's interference. Well, Diego Dulac has 2 free passes as well, so though Atkins has yet to allow a run, relinquish a run on the board, he has given free passes to four free passes to the first 2 hitters of the lineup.
Runners on corners, Atkins out of the stretch, looking over at first base. His first pitch will be outside for a ball, as Hall will go out and try to settle him down a little bit here. We've seen a couple free passes in a row, some balls, and just trying to get it worked out here.
See, Hall's more worried, not that he's missing, but he's missing by a lot. He's throwing it in the turf. He's missing way up and away, and that's normally the sign of a little bit of jitters or something's wrong, just working too quick towards the plate. You got to slow down, let your arm catch up every once in a while. As we saw Gibson Kreminski put a drive into one his last at-bat.
So he takes that pitch, a called strike on the outside corner. A call that we weren't seeing a lot last game from Lyle Travis, but now we have it switched up. We have Scott Wyckoff, who was the base umpire. He is now behind the plate, and he's given that call.
It'll be a big time for one of those helpful double plays that the Joes seem to find themselves getting in impromptu positions.
The 1-1 pitch is missed outside again for a 2-1 count with runners on the corners here.
And one thing they cannot do right now is give Kreminski a free pass, as they get into the first 2 hitters, and you do not want the bases juiced for Matt Phipps here with a 2-run lead.
Atkins with a look over at first, and he will pick off there, and he'll be back in there safely. Dulac not really worried about it too much. Just trying to keep him close over there, as we have seen the Green Giants steal 7 bases now in 2 games. Atkins looking in for a sign. Checking on the runner at first. And Dulac will be moving on the play. Hall will throw it back. Dulac will be stuck in the middle, and then it'll be dropped. It'll be throw home, and the run will come in to score. Carter Mossy will come in to score on the, seems like a play there on a, Dulac stole half the base and stopped whenever the throw got to second base.
Yeah, it was an interesting play. I mean, there's no stranger to first and third plays in baseball, but that was interesting because obviously the play was for Diego Dulac to get halfway, getting a run down, and then Carter Mossy to steal home. But Carter Mossy was not far from the base at all when the ball was thrown. I expected, at least half expected him to take off when Michael Hall at least get a bigger lead, but he stood right set, and it was actually quite convenient that Chandler Miller wasn't able to get the toss from Hall.
So the walk will be issued to Kreminski there, as they'll have another base runner. Runners on first and second. For the catcher, we saw him DH in the last game, but the catcher, Matt Phipps, coming to bat, as we'll have a mound visit here for the Joes.
I figured the mound visit was coming because after the strikeout looking, he has given 3 straight free passes, and that's the 5th free pass of the game thus far. He's only allowed I think 1 hit. Yeah, just 1 hit, and that came in the second inning from Harrison Jones. But other than that, it's just been 5 free passes from Trevor Atkins. He's giving away runs right now.
Yeah, and you've seen this is definitely not the batter you want with a couple runners on, but with the force out, we saw him ground into a double play last time. I don't know if it's because of how hard he hit it or if it's because he's not really interested in the double play, beating it out, but wasn't hustling down the line too much, so if they can induce a ground ball here, he could get out of this jam.
And behind maybe Matt Phipps' bat, the most dangerous part of this Green Giants lineup is Carter Messi's legs. As Carter Messi, listen to this, listen how he scored. He walked, he stole second, got to third base on a wild pitch, then scored on an E4 stolen base play. So that's pretty much doing it all yourself.
So we'll see Phipps in the batter's box now weighing Atkins' pitch as Dulac gets a little too far off second base there and has to dive back after Atkins steps off. Not really sure what he was doing out there, but he was able to slide in safely.
There's got to be a bigger sense of urgency from the middle infield to get to second base, as Dulac was dead red on that base path, and Atkins did nothing but just stepped off, and no one really covered second base for him.
We'll get another step off here as Atkins may be a little preoccupied with the runners here, as we've seen some stolen bases, and especially with a 4-hole Phipps in. The first pitch to him will miss outside for a ball.
And that's exactly what the Green Giants want right there out of their base runners, especially with their 4-hole hitter up. They want them distracting the pitcher, kind of getting his focus off of the batter, so maybe he might miss with a pitch that a 4-hole hitter might be able to hit better than, say, the bottom of a lineup guy.
Especially Matt Phipps, who has had a fantastic
on-base
series
machine.
thus far.
On-base hitting machine.
As that second pitch will be in the dirt, and we'll get past Michael Hall to the backstop as the runners will advance to second and third.
The ball hit right off Michael Hall's shin guard, hit right off his kneecap because it was spiked early, but he didn't get both knees onto the turf, and you can't blame Michael Hall on the ball that bounced 56 feet, but that is what happened. It hit right off his shin guard.
Yeah, definitely a wild pitch, but tough luck on that one, as obviously on turf it bounces a little bit more, and you said it bounced 56 feet, and it's a tough one to get your body in front of for Hall.
Now, it is the third inning of the game, but it is surprising to see at least not one person tossing down there in the bullpen, as he's walked the first 3 batters this inning, and now he's going 3-0 to Matt Phipps, the fourth. It'd be the 4th straight free pass if he does allow one here.
Yeah, and Atkins had 31 pitches going into the inning, and we've seen some walks in this inning. It's turned into a little bit of a long inning. Got 3-0 count to Matt Phipps here. As Atkins is looking in for a sign. Taking a peek over at the runners. Nothing to worry about. The 3-0 pitch will miss outside, and we'll see another walk issued here. So Matt Phipps will reach base yet again, and we'll have the 5-hole Gianni Tomasi, the center fielder, at bat.
He's thrown just 3 strikes to the last 4 hitters and 16 balls. It's not the ratio you want to have here in the third inning, and now they're sending down some relief there in that bullpen, finally getting someone loose, as it is about time. Atkins got to figure this out. If I was Michael Hall, I'd actually go out there and talk to Atkins, buy a little more time for this reliever to get loose, because I imagine one more free pass and that's it for Atkins.
As that first pitch to Tomasi is missed inside for a ball, so we'll have a 1-0 count. 1 out, and the bases are juiced here for the Green Giants. Still down 2-1 to the Joes, but threatening here.
Yeah, Reid, like you mentioned earlier, it looks like he's kind of fighting it a little bit, trying to pull it down, and it's just staying up the whole time.
And he can't figure it out at all. He's completely lost out there on the mound, and it's worth mentioning that with the tie and run on third base, bases juice and 1 out. The Green Giants haven't put a ball in play this inning yet so far.
And it's been tough for Atkins. He threw 70 innings of work in his last college season, only had 31 walks, so maybe it's just a nerves thing, as that pitch will run in and hit Gianni Tomasi. So the tying run will come in on the hit by pitch. Bases are still loaded with 1 out. The score's now 2-2. The Green Giants have tied it up here.
Well, where they just told a guy to get loose down there, it's in emergency mode now, as they're going to tell him to get loose as quickly as possible now, as that marks the 5th free pass of this game.
Of this inning.
Of
Sixth,
this inning, my
sixth
bad.
of the game.
7th of the game.
7th of the game.
The
Look at
first
that.
inning.
We'll have a mound visit here, as maybe they're just buying time to get a little looser in the bullpen, as it looks like we have lefty number 4 Ryan Schmidt out there warming up. We saw him in some work yesterday before the rain delay.
Yeah, we saw him come in and actually give up a few runs. The lead was already surrendered, but he added to it on the mound. And here comes Adam Grisham. So it looks like all the pitches you got to throw is just a couple, as we saw him trying to get hot as quickly as possible. And that will mark the end of the day for lefty Jordan Atkins, as it wasn't the start, or at least it won't be a start to remember.
I haven't seen a signal yet. Obviously, they are coming in from the bullpen, but I don't know. Did you see a signal?
It was the second mound visit. So
okay,
yeah.
the inning. Okay, sure.
So that means he had to come in, and yeah, here comes Ryan Schmidt.
As we got a pitching change here, so we'll be right back here on the Joe's Network.
The Hamilton Joes play ball on the banks of the Miami River, but the Great Miami Crew Rowing Squad is happy to sponsor the Hamilton Joes during the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball season.
The Fitton Center for Creative Arts kicks off its 25th anniversary celebrations with its annual season launch party on Friday, August 17th from 5 to 11 p.m. The season launch is a free community event with all parts of the Fitton Center open to the public, including galleries, classrooms, studios, as well as performance and event spaces. Enjoy light appetizers and a cash bar, while the 10-piece River City Party Band will perform on the Riverview Terrace. For more information, visit fittoncenter.org or like the Fitton Center on Facebook. At Smoothie King, we believe the best ingredients come from nature. That's why we keep adding more whole fruits and vegetables to our smoothies to help you get more out of every sip. At Smoothie King, we've added real whole raspberries bursting with fresh, crisp flavor, just in time for summer. Try an angel food raspberry or Greek yogurt raspberry smoothie for a limited time only. Enjoy whole raspberries at any of the 8 Cincinnati area Smoothie King locations. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose. Proud partner of the Hamilton Joes.
And welcome back, Hamilton Joes fans, as we have bases loaded and 1 out in the top of the third here, as the Green Giants have put up 2 runs on the board already to tie the game. We'll have left-handed pitcher Ryan Schmidt coming up. We saw him throw about 15 pitches the other day. Came in to mop it up for the Joes in the game that was yesterday that ended today. So we have Harrison Jones, the 6-hole, the first baseman coming up. He has a single on the day. He's 1 for 1. He'll come on here against the lefty. You got a lefty on righty matchup with the bases loaded.
Harrison Jones' lone hit actually came off of Schmidt in the 3-run inning right before the rain delay yesterday.
As that first pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see much of Jones in his first 2 at-bats against a right-hander, but the second a lefty came in, he was free swinging and got a base hit that knocked in a few runs.
Schmidt will start out good, as that's another strike there swinging, as there's now got an 0-2 count. Schmidt came in, his first batter of the last game, he came in a tough spot. He struck him out 2, and after that gave up a couple hits, like you said, and gave up 2 more runs. So hopefully he can start out hot here again against Jones, as that pitch is a ball high for a 1-2 count.
Yeah, he actually struck out Gianni Tomasi. He almost came in an identical role yesterday and struck out Tomasi on good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good night, and then came up and Harrison Jones knocked the first pitch he saw into left field.
As the 2-strike pitch will be chopped towards first base, Griffin Dorshing will wisely let that one roll foul, as everyone will have to retreat back to their bases, and we'll still have a 1-2 count here to Harrison Jones.
Yeah, it was kind of like Hale went in, like it was like his first kiss there. He kept going in and taking a step back, going in, taking a step back. He couldn't decide if he wanted to come and make the play or not, and eventually by the time the runner passed him, it went foul. So it was a wise decision because he wouldn't have got the out.
Yeah, good play by Michael Hale, the first baseman there. Dorshing's DH in this game.
I think I would have came and got the ball, took the out where you can get it.
1-2 pitch will miss outside, as it'll bring it to 2-2 here for Jones.
Yeah, because if they get to the second out and get out of this inning with Schmidt only giving up 1 run, it ain't so bad.
And Jones sends that one to right field. He's back on it, and Thaman makes the catch. He's going to haul it in, throw to third, and no throw there as he'll slide in safely. As Matt Phipps tags up from second. They have a run there as Kraminski comes in to score on the sac fly. There's now 2 outs with runners on the corners, and the Green Giants taking a 3-2 lead here in the top of the third.
Yeah, smart decision there from Thaman. Had no play at home. Tried to make a good, strong throw to third, and obviously it was cut off, but the Joes will be behind a run now.
So now we'll see David Cole come up again. Flew out to left field in his first at-bat. You'll see ball 1 outside.
David Cole actually got a gift from the left-handed Jordan Atkins, a changeup right over the heart of the plate, and he just a measly little flare into left field for an easy out. See if he can do something better there.
And the pickoff move will get him.
That's a balk.
And they will call a balk on there, as the run will come in to score, and the runner's going to second base.
Lefties have the luxury of looking at the runner and seeing if he takes off on the first move, and Ryan Schmidt saw that and tried to stop his motion, which he was clearly going home, and just stepped, and he clearly crossed the 45-degree angle, threw it over to first base. An easy call from Lyle Travis, the field umpire.
Yeah, as a former lefty, I can tell you it's definitely a weird feeling to watch a guy steal on you. It's very helpless, and obviously, like he tried to do there and tried to make a play, it just was already too far to the plate.
You're a former lefty? You're no longer left-handed? How's that
I've
work?
renounced that part of my life, yeah.
It may have just been inadvertent for Schmidt to just seeing the runner and just, sometimes you just want to throw over there, but saw a balk there. As now it is a 1-2 count here as David Cole's fouled off a couple pitches, but Schmidt's going right after him here with a runner on second, 2 outs.
You're seeing the Green Giants with a lot of movement on the base paths this game. It's really wreaking havoc. First on Atkins, the starter, and now on Schmidt, the reliever. It's just a lot of runners moving places and causing some mistakes.
The 1-2 pitch will miss outside on the corner. Trying to bite at that corner, get him looking there, but it will just miss outside as it's now 2-2 with 2 outs. And a runner on second base.
I mentioned the first inning how much just free running on the base pass plays havoc on defense's psyche, and it's really showing its wear on the Joe's defense this far in the game.
That pitch will come inside on Cole, and he'll foul that one off his hands behind the net here behind home plate. We'll see a 2-2 count yet again coming up from Schmidt. Couple looks back at the runner at second, and that breaking ball will cut back into the strike zone, and Cole will swing and miss at it. So the third out, Schmidt's able to come in and get out of the inning as the Green Giants take the 4-2 lead. We'll be back here in the bottom of the third on your Joe's Network.
Richard's Pizza is one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955 and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joe's. Whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family. Hamilton Joe's Baseball is brought to you by Triangle Sign Company, a sign of quality since 1921. If your current signage isn't giving you the visibility to attract interest and assist in getting people in your door, then it's time for a custom sign solution from Triangle Sign Company. Whether you're a big or small business, school, or organization, they will design and build a sign that is just right for you. Offering their support for the Hamilton Joes, we thank Triangle Sign Company for their continued support. Pate Appliance Services have given you 61 years of phenomenal service for any appliance that you need. With flexible scheduling, automated reminders, state-of-the-art service, and an A-plus customer satisfaction rating from the Better Business Bureau, Pate Appliance Services is there for you. They can be reached at 513-863-4700 or found online at pateappliance.com.
We're back here at Foundation Field where the Joes gave 4 runs in the top half of the inning, and they have the 2-3-4 coming up to muster up anything they can as the shortstop, Justin McConnell, swings at the first pitch from Christie for a strike. 0-1, now the count.
You have it?
The line drive going into center field, and it's trying to make its way over the center fielder's head, but does not get it. The center fielder, Tomasi, looked like he was a little affected by the sun, as right after he caught it, he shielded his eyes just ever so slightly, but he was able to make the catch. But that was a good jolt by Justin McConnell. One thing the Joes need to do now is get some free passes like they've given up to the Green Giants. We mentioned 6 free passes there in 3 innings alone, and there's actually 5 in that last inning. The first pitch from Christie to Chris Hamilton is called a ball on the outside. 1-0 now the count to the 3-hole. Second pitch is swung on and grounded out. And just the third pitch of the inning, or I guess, yeah, the fourth pitch of the inning is grounded out. So we're going to see if Griffin Dorshing has the take sign after the long inning on the defensive side, just to create a little more time for them to get in their dugout, get their mind right before they have to go back out on the defensive side.
We'll see Dorshing got hit by the pitch his first at-bat, but hit a home run in the first game, same day, but towering shot to left field.
And Dorshing absolutely did not get the take sign there. as he swings on that one and misses, or fouls it straight back. I apologize. 0-1 the count. I mentioned earlier today, Dorsing sent one over the left field fence. As that one goes for a base hit, just sneaks right past the shortstop there as he gets a trot his way. First base, it looked like it hit right off his handle and able to just squeak right past that shortstop. Now they got a little action going here with 2 outs.
Fun fact, that's actually Griffin Dorshing's first single of the season, his 3rd hit of the year, but first time he hasn't gotten extra bases. Obviously, we mentioned the home run earlier.
He doesn't seem like much of a singles guy. I mean, he seems like
No,
a guy when he puts the bat on the ball, it's going to go somewhere.
Doesn't swing for too many singles, does he?
No. So now Addison Coffey comes up to the plate here with 2 outs. 4-2 is our score as the first pitch is swung on and grounded out to the shortstop. And that's a quick inning by the pitcher, Marcus Christie. Makes quick work of the Hamilton Joes in under 8 pitches there. Not the inning that the Hamilton Joes needed after giving up 4 on 5 free passes. We're going to head to the bottom of the 4th here. The score is 4-2. Stay tuned as you're listening to the Hamilton Joes Network.
The Hamilton Joes are proud to partner with Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment Free Zone. You can experience the Judgment Free Zone by joining for only $10 a month. You can join in any of the 13 Cincinnati area Planet Fitness locations or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, the world judges, we don't.
Your AAA store has moved to a new location in Hamilton. 2870 Menards Boulevard in Fairfield Township is your new home for all your travel, insurance, and attraction ticket needs. AAA has great member deals on everything you need for a great vacation. Visit AAA today in Fairfield Township to join America's largest motor club organization or online at AAA.com. In its 70th year of operation, All Wealth Federal Credit Union is proud to partner with Hamilton's hometown baseball team. All Wealth is Hamilton's only homegrown credit union, ready to assist with all of your financial needs. Their friendly staff are here to help the residents of Hamilton and Butler County live the American dream. Visit allwealth.org today and see how you can hit a financial home run with All.
We are back here at Foundation Field for the top of the 4th inning, as the St. Clair Green Giants have the lead 4-2 here. Ryan Schmidt out for his 2nd inning of work. Gave up a run, of which 2 runs actually, both of which were not earned. The Green Giants actually only have 1 hit on the day.
Unrelated question, what do you think about the name Green Giants?
Every time I think of the Peas, I was calling them the Jolly Green Giants yesterday, just out of pure reaction as that ball is grounded out from Mitchell Morales over to Justin McConnell for the first out. But yeah, every time that I mentioned the Green Giants, I called them the Jolly Green Giants because I just remember the commercials as a kid, the P commercials.
See what makes me think of?
What?
I don't know if you saw the soccer movie with the Big Green. I don't know why it makes me think of that.
Mean Green.
Mean Green. Yeah, that's what it was.
Iconic movie.
Exciting stuff going on here today, fellas.
I've never seen that movie. I feel like
it's an older movie. I think late 90s maybe?
I think Hamilton Porter, that actor, is the goalie for the team.
Okay.
So
there's
that time frame.
There's a Hamilton Hamilton tie. Something about baseball.
We're not talking about random things.
Yeah, exactly.
1-1 is our count here as baseball game still going.
And we got the beer batter Gavin Homer up here, so the Joes fans are itching for a strikeout.
They're not going to get that, as that's going to line into right field for a base knock there. Gavin Homer. Not going with his surname, but instead just singling. As we now have a runner on first base for the 1-2 part of the order. Carter Mossy and Diego Dulac, who have yet to been retired today.
Yeah, Mossy reached on the catcher's interference to start the game off and walked in his last at-bat.
So the first pitch from Schmidt as he slide steps and delivers for a ball. We see a lot of the time when these lefties slide step, they miss up because the timing of their release is a little off just from that slide step. As we see the next pitch with a big old leg kick, and it's delivered in there for a strike. We have a former lefty actually sitting next to me. He'll tell you all about it.
Former, indeed.
He actually just got his left arm chopped off after he was done with his baseball career. As the 1-1 count is coming into.
Is that what they're calling labrum surgery these days?
There's a ball that is just hit perfectly for a nice little base hit from Carter Maus as he just flicks it right past the third baseman Addison Coffey in that 6-hole. But Justin McConnell's going to come up and have absolutely no chance for the play. So now it's first and second here with 1 out with Diego Dulac as Carter Maus's on-base tear is continuing. First and second here with 1 out with Diego Dulac up as the Green Giants, who are familiar this series with dangerous situations on the offensive side, keep it going. Rodrigo Dulac. Sorry to the Dulac family if they're listening. As I remember it was something a little Hispanic. As the second pitch is swung on and missed. I think it was the D that kind of got me tripped up. I remember it was an ego. So I'm just going to go with Rodrigo. Rodrigo Dulac up with first and second and 2 strikes. We're just having fun here in the press box.
Never a dull moment, is there?
The ball is fouled on over the first base dugout there as he's able to stay alive. A spoil pitch from Ryan Schmidt, the Butler University player. The southpaw. Southpaw from the west. 0-2 count here. And they're going to call a time there as it's pretty inconvenient as both runners were taking off there. Bad time for Rodrigo Dulac to call a time because I think
Looked like both of them had a really good jump there.
Yeah, Gavin Homer and Carter Messi very quick on flight of feet, or however that phrase goes. Flight of foot. Something like that.
All the same.
So the 0-2 pitch is fouled off once again.
We've talked a lot about Mausi's ability to get on the base, but Rodrigo Dulac went 3 for 4 last game with a sac fly that didn't even leave the infield, really, but was tough trouble for Dorshing over there in foul territory. And he has 2 walks today, so still just the twice being able to get him out.
I know there's a lot of talk about getting on base and how that's important, but getting on base 3 times via walks just doesn't feel the same as getting 3 base knocks as the 0-2 pitch is in the turf. Dulac is playing a very good third base for the Green Giants. Trying to keep it going here and trying to extend onto this lead. The ball is fouled on again. So we've got a long battle here. It's the longest battle on U.S. turf since Gettysburg as Dulac fouls off the 1-2 pitch again. 4-2 our score, and the Green Giants are threatening here this time by base hits. As earlier, every time that they've had base runners, except for the hit in the second inning, as this pitch is a ball, and there's going to be no throw from Michael Hall. So now there's going to be runners on second and third here with 1 out as the terror of the Green Giants stolen base ability continues to haunt this third base dugout, and more importantly, this battery, as even the lefties can't hold them on.
Yeah, Maus gets the second stolen base. They both had really good jumps and obviously made it without a throw.
See if Ryan Schmidt can get out of this trouble as he's able to strike out Dulac, bringing up Gibson Kreminski, who is 0 for 1 on the day. He's gotten on by a walk here in the third inning and was able to come around and score as the first 4 batters of the lineup ball did. Maus, Dulac, Kreminski, and Phipps. The 0-0 delivery is coming, and it's going to be a breaking pitch on the outside part of the plate. It's Kreminski. Didn't like that call from home plate umpire Scott Wyckoff. 0-1 the count here Runners on second and third with 2 outs. Sure wasn't the first time that someone's mistaken that. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Gibson Kerminski. Two outs here, 4-2 the count, 4-2 the score here. 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Ryan Schmidt peering into Michael Hall. The 0-2 pitch is fouled off there. Fouled off on the screen.
Yeah, you see the Green Giant hitters battling here, but it's good to see Schmidt come in and throw some strikes. Saw Atkins lose control a little bit before he got taken out, but although we got runners on base right now, Schmidt's really been pounding the zone.
0-2 pitch from Schmidt is grounded up the middle, but it's not going to sneak through as the short second baseman Chandler Miller is able to rein that one in, but not get the out at first base. So that'll be another run for these Green Giants as the stolen bases by Carter Mossy and Gavin Homer turn out to bring out a run on just the ground ball base hit. 2 ground ball base hits in this inning. One by Carter Mossy and the other one by Gibson Kerminski. So not really hammering the ball this top of the order, but still getting it done nonetheless, as it's first and third with 2 outs, and now the most dangerous hitter in the Green Giants lineup, Matt Fitz, coming up to the plate.
Been fortunate enough to see Phipps ground into a double play and walk in his only at bat, so not too much damage done yet, but we'll see what he does here with runners on the corners.
Phipps DH in last game, getting the start behind the dish today. 1-0 the count from Schmidt, as you can tell he was picking off from the get-go. He wasn't really trying to hide it either. Not showing his best move. He's got something left in there. Some tricks left up his 3/4 length sleeves. 1-0 the count to Phipps. The delivery, and it's going to be a pop-up into center field, and Trey Compton's just going to camp underneath that one for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Green Giants score 1 run on 3 hits and no free passes as the score is extended 5-2 Green Giants. We'll be back here for the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to the Hamilton Joes Network.
The original and simply the best. That's Wings on Brookwood, located at 147 North Brookwood Avenue. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, Wings on Brookwood offers both lunch and nightly specials. Before or after the Joes game, stop by Wings on Brookwood. You'll be in good company.
Proud Hamilton Joes sponsor Miller Coors wants to remind you, whether you're watching the Joes at Foundation Field or catching the game on YouTube, to never compromise on taste. Reach for a Miller Lite, the light beer that's always brewed for more taste with only 96 calories and brewed right here in Ohio. Miller Lite, hold true.
M&G Body Shop is your one-stop shop for car repair. Woman-owned and family-operated collision repair center. They can be reached at 513-851-9056 or can be found online at mgbody.com. A proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
We're back here for the bottom of the 4th, where Marcus Christie's out for his 4th inning of work. He has a 5-2 lead and really hasn't faced any trouble since that first inning. He's actually retired them. Actually, the only hit is from Michael Hall, so he's faced 7 of the last 6 outs, 7 batters in his last 6 outs. But after that first inning, he's really settled in, and I think that's by just getting that first out of the inning. We mentioned that he's much more effective in the windup than he is in the stretch, as most pitchers are.
Yeah, especially you see from starting pitchers, a lot of them are a lot more comfortable from the windup as they are than the stretch. Just comes from doing it a lot more. Starting off games is when you're not having base runners on.
Hale, first pitch is swung at and fouled off, and we're seeing the Joes be very aggressive with that first pitch, trying to hop on it, and it hasn't worked out for them, but I love the aggressiveness. As the second pitch from Christie misses down. 1-1 now the count. Swinging at that first pitch is a high risk, high reward situation, as I mean, a lot of hitters live or die by this. Hale slaps one into the right center field for a base hit. But yeah, and also just like last inning where the Green Giants threw less than 7 pitches and got out of it.
Yeah, thus far in this game, it seems like when teams start off, either team really starts off the inning with a hit or a walk, it almost always comes around to score. So we'll see if that continues to be the case here in the fourth for the Joes.
So we'll see what Tyler Thaman can do, the right fielder, with a runner on first and nobody out. First pitch is called a strike. So Thaman being a little more patient up there at the plate. We actually saw him be very patient Sunday in Athletes in Action up there in Xenia, as he worked a lot of deep counts, as a lot of Joe's hitters did. The 0-1 pitch is swung on, and it's going to send the center fielder Tomasi back quite a ways, but just kind of still being out there. So he was a few feet from the warning track, but it's a first out, as it really didn't worry any of the Green Giants from the get-go. So now coming up is the red-hot Michael Hall.
Yeah, deepest part of the park out there, 390 to center field. You got to think if he hits that somewhere else, it might have a chance, but as it were, just the first out of the inning.
There's a reason center field is the longest. It's the easiest to square up a ball, and now we're going to see Michael Hale steal second base. We saw him be very aggressive on the base paths Sunday. We actually saw him cost the Joes a big inning there, as he calls the first out at third base, which is one of the cardinal rules of baseball there on Sunday. So now with one of the hottest hitters up for the Joes, there's a runner on second base, and they got a little something cooking. First pitch was called a ball as well. 5-2 our score here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Christie delivers the pitch to Michael Hall. He's going to pop that one out to right field. And Michael Hale's not going to tag up, as it kind of lost its way, got away from the right fielder a little bit. Mossy took a bit of a weird route towards the ball. Instead of taking the most efficient route, kind of went in towards center field, then went back. Plus that sun was shining, so Hale didn't want to stay on second base. He wanted to have a chance to score in case a defensive misplay happened out there.
Yeah, been overcast most of the day today, but as the last few minutes, couple innings, I should say, the sun started to peek out and cause a little trouble for the outfielders.
There's a runner on second base here with 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth, Chandler Miller in the 9-hole, who actually came up earlier with Michael Hall on third base and 1 out. Wasn't able to get the run in. Or he came up with actually Michael Hall on second base. Was able to move the runner then. As the first pitch is swung on and fouled over the backstop. 0-1 now the count to the second baseman. The pitch is a fastball at Miller's eyes. 2-1 now the count.
Just blame the scoreboard. It said 1-1.
Comes Christie's pitch. It's a slider, and it's going to make its way into center field. And Michael Hale's going to score with ease off Tomasi's throws. There's going to be no play. A beautiful job by the 9-hole, staying on the slider and just knocking it into center field. One of the first mistakes of Marcus Christie by hanging that slider today.
Yeah, big play for the Joes there, as you see the 9-hole hitter Miller coming through in the clutch with 2 outs. 2-out hitting sometimes turns out to be the difference in a game. So let's see if the Joes can climb back in off of that clutch 2-out hit.
Yeah, now Trey Compton coming up. He's 0 for 2 on the day, but was able to score in his first at bat. He actually got on base by a drop third strike. That pitch is popped up, and it looks like they might have a play over by the first base dugout, see if he'll stay in, and it does just that. Just ever so slightly, doesn't clip the roof of the first base dugout, and Harrison Jones catches it for the 3rd out of the inning. Trey Compton not having the day at the plate that he would like. And that ends the 4th inning. The score is now 5-3 as the Joes were able to score 1 run off 2 hits. Stay tuned as you're listening to the Hamilton Joes Network.
Fort Hamilton Hospital is a full-service community hospital who continues to lead the way to better health in the Butler County area, serving patients from Fairfield, Oxford, Cincinnati, and Middletown. Fort Hamilton Hospital combines modern technology, highly skilled physicians with a friendly, caring staff. Their offerings include maternity, emergency, the most advanced wound healing in Butler County, and a range of outpatient services. For care you can count on, visit Fort Hamilton Hospital, located at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton. Bridgewater Falls is proud to continue its sponsorship of the Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all of the flavors Bridgewater Falls has to offer. Bridgewater Falls is located just off of Ohio 129 at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township at Bridgewater Falls.
And we're back here at Foundation Field in Hamilton, Ohio, here for the top of the 5th inning. As the Joes trail 5-3, getting one back there in the bottom of the 4th inning. As Gianni Tomasi will lead things off for the Green Giants here in the 5th. 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to first and was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning. First pitch from Schmidt is taken down the right field line, high up in the air. Right fielder Thaman gets under it just on the crushed brick there by the grass and is able to corral it for out number 1.
And Tomasi didn't miss that one by a whole lot. I mean, he hit that one sky high. And if he just got a little more barrel on that ball, it probably would be hitting off that school out there in right field.
That'll bring up Harrison Jones, the first baseman. With one out here in the top of the 5th, Green Giants leading 5-3. As watches the first pitch does Jones outside just off the corner for ball 1. Jones 1 for 2 on the day, singled back in the 2nd and flew out to right in the 3rd. As another fly ball is sent out to right field, this one is corralled by Thaman as he had a long way to run on that ball, but was able to corral it almost behind himself there as you saw him almost overrun it a little bit.
Jones isn't missing the barrel by too much as he's had good swings on every at-bat thus far into the game. He's hitting lefties incredibly well, and this would be a huge 1-2-3 inning for the Hamilton Joes as they haven't had one, I don't think, this entire game.
Yeah, definitely a quick one thus far if we don't jinx it for him as left fielder David Cole steps in, fouls that first one off.
It's just nice to get back in the dugout really quickly sometimes.
Absolutely.
Especially after scoring a run and cutting that lead to 5-3, the Joes might have some momentum here if they get a quick inning here.
As Cole squares the bunt and pulls back and watches strike 2. Yeah, that's definitely your job as a pitcher, is when your team goes out and gets you some runs, your job is definitely to throw up a quick 0, and Schmidt trying to do just that. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And just like that, the first 1-2-3 inning of the evening for the Joes will send us to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Joes looking to get back in this one. They trail 5-3. We'll be right back on the Hamilton Joes Network.
M&G Body Shop is your one-stop shop for car repair. Woman-owned and family-operated collision repair center. They can be reached at 513-851-9056 or can be found online at mgbody.com. A proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
In its 70th year of operation, All Wealth Federal Credit Union is proud to partner with Hamilton's hometown baseball team. All Wealth is Hamilton's only homegrown credit union, ready to assist with all of your financial needs. Their friendly staff are here to help the residents of Hamilton and Butler County live the American dream. Visit allwealth.org today and see how you can hit a financial home run with All Wealth. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts kicks off its 25th anniversary celebrations with its annual season launch party on Friday, August 17th from 5 to 11 p.m. The season launch is a free community event with all parts of the Fitton Center open to the public, including galleries, classrooms, studios, as well as performance and event spaces. Enjoy light appetizers and a cash bar, while the 10-piece River City Party Band will perform on the Riverview Terrace. For more information, visit fittoncenter.org or like the Fitton Center on Facebook.
Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning, Foundation Field, Hamilton, Ohio. As Justin McConnell, the shortstop, leads it off. He'll watch a breaking ball miss for ball 1. Joe's trailing 5-3 in this one here in the bottom of the 5th inning. This one swung on and hit deep to left field. That'll send Cole running towards the fence. And he's under it just in time to retire McConnell, the shortstop, for the first out of the inning.
That ball was smoked out there by Justin McConnell, but didn't get enough of it as it just takes it out to the warning track there. And it says 330 by the foul pole, but it gets deep in a hurry out there in left field. Kind of like a Death Valley type place out there.
No doubt about it. He got a lot of barrel on that ball. Just like you mentioned, not enough as Chris Hamilton, the left fielder, steps in. Lefty-righty matchup here as Hamilton watches ball 1. As Hamilton grounds this one towards the second baseman Homer, he scoops it up and fires over to Jones for the second out of the inning. And just like that, there are 2 outs.
So we mentioned how big it was for the Joes to get a quick 0 at the top of the inning. Well, the Green Giants are matching them play for play there as 2 quick outs.
So that'll bring up the designated hitter, Big Griffin Dorshing.
I think big's an understatement there.
This one swung on first pitch swinging. This is going to be shallow into left field. Cole on the run, and he's going to give up and not going to make the play as Dorshing has his second hit of the game. A little wet newspaper shot out to left field.
Yeah, I mean, he has 2 hits today, 2 singles. You mentioned those were his first 2 singles of the year, but he's just missing barrel, but still finding a way to get on base, and that's the sign of a lucky hitter. That's when you know you're on a hot streak, when you can get away with those.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That's what they say, right?
I was neither.
That's why we sit here now, right?
Yeah.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Addison Coffey, now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And once again, first pitch swing. This one's sent deep to left field. Cole giving chase, and he will corral underneath it just in time, as that'll be the 3rd out of the inning here in the bottom of the 5th. So the Joes still trail 5-3. We're going to head to the 6th inning. Zach Verdea will have the call for you when we return in the 6th on the Hamilton Joes Network.
Continue its sponsorship of the Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all of the flavors Bridgewater Falls has to offer. Bridgewater Falls is located just off of Ohio 129 at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township at Bridgewater Falls.
The original and simply the best. That's Wings on Brookwood, located at 147 North Brookwood Avenue. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, Wings on Brookwood offers both lunch and nightly specials. Before or after the Joes game, stop by Wings on Brookwood. You'll be in good company.
Pate Appliance Services have given you 61 years of phenomenal service for any appliance that you need. With flexible scheduling, automated reminders, state-of-the-art service, and an A+ customer satisfaction rating from the Better Business Bureau, Pate Appliance Services is there for you. They can be reached at 513-863-4700 or found online at pateappliance.com.
And we're back here, Hamilton Joes fans, in the top of the 6th inning. We still got Ryan Schmidt on the mound for the Joes as he'll face Mitchell Morales, the leadoff hitter for the inning. The 8-hole for the Green Giants is 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of groundouts to shortstop. Schmidt on for another inning of work here. Out of the windup, his first pitch. Shown bunt by Morales there, but it'll be a ball high.
Yeah, Schmidt already 2 2/3 innings. Has given up 3 hits, but only surrendered 1 run over that time. Also has 3 strikeouts thus far, so throwing the ball well.
His second pitch is in high for a ball, as that is now 2-0.
Schmidt's doing a good job and a big deed for this bullpen, as they had to use some pitchers that they weren't expecting to use with that rain delay going an extra day. They had to start someone new, and then with a lot of runs scored, they're going to have to use a lot of different guys. So he's eating up a lot of innings right now.
As that is a strike over the plate as it's now 2-1. And we saw the Joes use 3 pitchers last game. Grant Williams, Connor Bell, and Will McLean. So
in this half of the game,
half of a game, yeah, and they use Schmidt, who's in now, and we had the starter and Cheatwood go. So a lot of arms have been used for the Joes here in the last couple of days. As that one skied to left field, but that will be foul. Deep foul ball, but not deep enough. Out of play. Hamilton losing his hat running over there, but all for nothing as that is way foul.
Had the exit velocity it came off his bat hot, but just hit too high into the air there. Was that old adage from, was it Major League?
Yeah,
where
too high.
Too high. What do you mean it was too high?
As we'll see Gavin Homer, the beer batter here for the Joes. Struck out looking in his first at-bat, came through with a single in his second at-bat. He is actually on deck. It's still the same guy. When you hit a foul ball, you still get to bat. It's not a strike.
So I'm told.
So now he is struck out. Now he will leave, and now we have the beer batter, Gavin Homer, coming up. Struck out looking in his first at-bat, single in his last one. You can hear the Joes crowd cheering for a strikeout here as Homer steps to the box.
The fans want cheap beer.
Not much of a headline there, is it?
Smith's first pitch out of the windup to Homer will be a foul ball, I believe, of some sort. He put his hands up. Strike one on the board.
Yeah, I think he check swung and ball ran inside and caught the bat. So lucky break there for Schmidt.
Good start to the 9-hole in the beer batter, Gavin Homer here, as there's an 0-1 count. Out of the windup, the breaking ball will miss high. See a 1-1 count here.
Actually, we'll be remiss if we mention tonight that Game 2 is actually only scheduled to be a 7-inning game, so we will not be going the full 9 here tonight.
As that pitch misses low. So the top of the 6th inning normally feels like you got a lot of baseball left, but now we have basically in the top of the 8th with this one running down. As Homer rips that one to third, Coffey with a great sliding play. Gets up and throws it over to Hale, and that is an out right there. Addison Coffey with a great play.
What a fantastic arm from Coffey over there as he took his time getting rid of the ball. We're like, oh, let's get it. Let's get rid of the ball. We got to get down here, and just slings that thing over to Hale. Hale might be a little sore in this palm right now.
Now we'll see the top of the lineup for the Giants come up. Carter Mossy, 1-for-1 with 2 walks. Big stolen base to ignite the Green Giants rally and get those runs in. That'll miss for ball 1.
He's got on base every time, and the last time he had that little dinker past the third baseman that he was able to beat out to first base.
So sky that one to Thaman and right. Not much moving over there from him as he'll camp under that one and get it for the third out. No runs there and no hits for the Giants as we'll go 5-3 to the bottom of the 6th on your Hamilton Joes Network.
At Smoothie King, we believe the best ingredients come from nature. That's why we keep adding more whole fruits and vegetables to our smoothies to help you get more out of every sip. At Smoothie King, we've added real whole raspberries bursting with fresh, crisp flavor, just in time for summer. Try an angel food raspberry or Greek yogurt raspberry smoothie for a limited time only. Enjoy whole raspberries at any of the 8 Cincinnati area Smoothie King locations. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose. Proud partner of the Hamilton Joes.
The Hamilton Joes are proud to partner with Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment Free Zone. You can experience the Judgment Free Zone by joining for only $10 a month. You can join in any of the 13 Cincinnati area Planet Fitness locations or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, the world judges, we don't.
And we're here in the bottom of the 6th for the Hamilton Joes in our condensed 7-inning game here. So a big spot for the Joes. They're down 5-3. Still have starting pitcher for the Green Giants, Christie, out on the mound. Joes will look to get him to a little more as they've tacked on 3 runs so far, but down 2 to the Giants here as we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Batter for the Joes will be Michael Hale. He'll come in to lead off. 1 for 2 on the day. He went around to steal a base. So leadoff man here could have some threat on the base pass. We've seen him steal a couple bases, get caught once, but the first pitch will miss for a ball. Christie's gone 5 strong innings, looking for a 6th here. He's fouled as Hale fouls that one straight back to make it 1-1.
With a shorter game today and a 2-run lead, I imagine that Christie has a short leash out there, as they already have someone warming up in the bullpen.
That'll miss inside to Hale, and it'll be 2-1 here.
Definitely a big inning for the Joes here. You don't want to leave both runs having to get back for the last inning. Put more pressure on yourself. Try to get it a little bit more done here in the bottom of the 6th.
Good eye by Hale there as that one skips in the turf for a 3-1 count.
Leadoff base runner will be huge for the Hamilton Joes.
That one's fouled off by Hale. Going right after theirs, we'll have Phipps having a mound visit here with Christie.
Every time that the Joes have been able to get a base runner on before the first out is recorded, has scored. All 3 runs have gone on before the Green Giants were able to record an out.
So Michael Hale will have a good opportunity here with a full count. And nobody out here as the leadoff man, as Phipps is coming back to home plate after the mound visit. Christie set, and the full count pitch is sent to center field. Deep, running back on the track, and he will get it. Giovanni Tomasi back to make the play on the track as Michael Hale sends another one deep to the outfield.
Yeah, Hale hit that one every bit of 380, but unfortunately for him, that center field fence says 390 as Tomasi reigns back and catches that one for the first out.
Just kind of hung up there a little bit too long for Tomasi, robbing Hale of what could have been extra bases.
The first pitch to Tyler Thaman is in for a ball there, almost hitting him. He was able to get out of the way of that one. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll swing at that one for strike 1 as he'll see a 1-1 count here. Christie's still making pretty quick work out of these hitters as he gets the ball, gets right back up on the mound, and gets ready to pitch. That's a ball.
Joe's trying to desperately avoid a sweep by the St. Clair Green Giants. They're down 2 here in the second last inning with 1 out.
That is a ball in the outside corner, just missing there. It'll be 3-1 here for Tyler Thaman. Is Christie? Would you consider that out of the windup, or is he coming out of the stretch every time? He's got that first foot when he sees the sign, but after that,
it's a little bit of a modified stretch, but closer to a stretch than a windup, I would definitely say.
I think he is coming out of the stretch. I think it was in college baseball last season, the 2017 season. They really tried to push that modified wind-up stretch. You see Jake Arrieta do it where he has his shoulders lined up like he's from the stretch, but then takes a step back and then comes. They really wanted to prevent that from happening in college baseball last year for whatever reason.
Stamen has a full count here, and that pitch will be strike 3 as he thought he had ball 4 there. But Scott Wyckoff says otherwise as he rings him up there for strike 3.
Yeah, I was kind of with Thaman on that one. It looked like it was a little bit up and in. But like you said, Wyckoff deeming that it was a strike.
Christie's been around the plate today, so he's earned the strike zone that Wyckoff has given him.
That first pitch is fouled off. See Michael Hall coming in the bat. Has a double already. Crushed one to right field, but it was hauled in. So Michael Hall's been a hot bat so far for the Joes.
Yeah, we've seen nothing but backside hitting from Michael Hall as he pulls one foul. But yeah, we've seen nothing but backside hitting from Michael Hall. And I'm sure if the opposing team was there for every at-bat of Hall's, they'd shade him a little bit to the right field.
He now has an 0-2 count. Christie stepping on the bump, looking for a sign. The 0-2 pitch is ball outside. The breaking ball just missing the outside corner.
He just tried for the slider away on Michael Hall did a good job at taking that one.
And he will not be able to hold up on that one as he will be called out on strikes there for the third out of the inning. Joe's scoring none in the bottom of the sixth, still 5-3 Green Giants. We'll be back on your Hamilton Joe's Network.
Hamilton Joe's Baseball is brought to you by Triangle Sign Company, a sign of quality since 1921. If your current signage isn't giving you the visibility to attract interest and assist in getting people in your door, then it's time for a custom sign solution from Triangle Sign Company. Whether you're a big or small business, school, or organization, they will design and build a sign that is just right for you. Offering their support for the Hamilton Joes, we thank Triangle Sign Company for their continued support.
Your AAA store has moved to a new location in Hamilton. 2870 Menards Boulevard in Fairfield Township is your new home for all your travel, insurance, and attraction ticket needs. AAA has great member deals on everything you need for a great vacation. Visit AAA today in Fairfield Township to join America's largest motor club organization or online at AAA.com.
Fort Hamilton Hospital is a full-service community hospital who continues to lead the way to better health in the Butler County area, serving patients from Fairfield, Oxford, Cincinnati, and Middletown. Fort Hamilton Hospital combines modern technology, highly skilled physicians with a friendly, caring staff. Their offerings include maternity, emergency, the most advanced wound healing in Butler County, and a range of outpatient services. For care you can count on, visit Fort Hamilton Hospital, located at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton.
And we're back here on the Hamilton Joe's Network for the top of the seventh, top of the last inning in this condensed game. We'll see Ryan Schmidt out there for another inning of work for the Joes.
Yeah, like you said, 7-inning game here in game 2 of the doubleheader. Joe's looking to not get swept on the doubleheader today. That, if they were on the road, it would not make for a fun bus ride, but if you're at home, it just doesn't make for a fun night if you get swept.
And the leadoff man for the Green Giants will be Rodrigo Deluc.
I think we've been saying Deluc.
Deluc it is.
But I was calling him Diego earlier. So what do I know?
He's had a pretty good day. 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but he has 2 walks on the day. As that'll be skied to the outfield, and Thaman, the right fielder, will camp under it again, and he will haul it in. The last couple of outs have gone out to Thaman. So we'll see the 3-hole, number 23, the DH Gibson Kreminski. 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a walk. As Schmidt will look to make quick work to get the Joes just to the bottom of the 7th with a chance to put some runs up and tie this game or take the lead and win it. And that'll be softly check swung right to Schmidt. He won't move, and that'll be right to him, and they'll throw it around the horn for the second out. A quick AB there.
Schmidt's had to work harder for outs before. I mean, he just put that one right up and in, and Gibson Kreminski just check swung and with a soft liner right back at Schmidt.
It was probably one of those where he didn't know how hard it was off the bat, and they can be a little bit scary at first and kind of overreact, but he did a good job of staying with that one for sure.
So now with 2 outs, Phipps will swing at the first pitch. Addison Coffey will corral it easily, throw it over to Michael Hale, and that will be a quick inning. Just what the Joes need as they go to the bottom of the 7th, trying to get a couple runs here. We'll be back on the Hamilton Joes Network.
The Hamilton Joes play ball on the banks of the Miami River, but the Great Miami Crew Rowing Squad is happy to sponsor the Hamilton Joes during the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball season. Richard's Pizza is one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955 and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joes. Whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family.
Proud Hamilton Joes sponsor Miller Coors wants to remind you, whether you're watching the Joes at Foundation Field or catching the game on YouTube, to never compromise on taste. Reach for a Miller Lite, the light beer that's always brewed for more taste with only 96 calories and brewed right here in Ohio. Miller Lite, hold true.
We are back here at Foundation Field here on the beautiful banks of the Great Miami River, where the Hamilton Joes are looking to fight off getting swept here today in a 2-game series. That the first one, which was postponed from yesterday mid-game and was finished out. It looked like it was going to be an easy W for the Jolly Green Giants when they had a 6-2 lead going into the bottom of the 5th inning, but the Joes actually were able to fight back but lost it in the 9th inning, the final score being 9-8. And here today, they're down 2 in the bottom of the 9th, so they're trying to get a little action going their way. Leading off is Chandler Miller for the Hamilton Joes, who's 1 for 2 on the day. He's grounded out to the second baseman and has a single. His last at-bat was in the 4th inning. These 7-inning games just go so much quicker than the 9, and it's only 2 innings, but it feels like a lifetime shorter because those last 8 and 9 normally are some long innings. This first pitch is reined in for a strike, and we mentioned how earlier the second pitch also called for a strike, that Marcus Christie was working not as effectively out of the stretch. Well, he's almost exclusively gone to the stretch here in these last 2 innings, as he went good morning, good afternoon, good night to the first batter of the inning, Chandler Miller. Now coming up, Trey Compton.
Yep, no really better way to describe that than good afternoon, good night is good morning, good afternoon, good night. You know what I meant.
Yeah, there's 3 parts to the day.
Yeah. And 2 in at bat, so what do you know?
First pitch to Trey Compton is fouled off as Christie's trying to go for a little complete game action out there on the mound. He's done very well today, as this ball is grounded and it just nicks its way foul, as it looked like it might have had a chance of getting down the line, which would have been an easy 2 bags for the speedy Trey Compton, but instead he's got 2 strikes. Got the turn of events. Here comes the 0-2 delivery from Christie, who's still working quick. It's going to be a slider, which is just spoiled by Trey Compton. Goes over the plate, but Compton, not liking the off speed, just fouls it right back. The 0-2 is flared into right field, but that one's also going to be foul. That one's a fastball way on the outside half. It was good plate coverage by the small in stature Trey Compton.
And Christie making pretty quick work so far in his 7th inning. That was his 80th pitch of the night.
0-2 is given to Trey Compton. That's going to be down the left field line for an easy 2 bags, as the leadoff hitter has something going here for the Hamilton Joes. It's bottom of the 7th here with 1 out. And Trey Compton now with a McDouble on the rocks, as now McConnell's coming up as the tying run. We saw him actually his last at-bat put quite the jolt into one, hitting it all the way to the preferable tire and auto service out there. Preferably. 0 for 3. I'll get it sooner or later, guys. You guys, when I say things wrong, you guys just got to correct me. Sometimes my mouth is working quicker than my mind, as the first pitch is called for a strike. He's actually had a good day at the plate, though, McConnell, as his first at-bat was a double. And this one looks like it's going to fall down for a base hit, and there's actually a little bit of a deke from the leadoff hitter, Carter Mossy, out there. But a good job by Trey Compton at getting over to third, even with the deke. So it's 1st and 3rd now.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered for the Joes here with 1 out. Getting some action going and putting a little stress on the moment here for Christie, who's had a pretty easy day after the first couple innings. Last gave up a run in the 4th inning and been pretty smooth sailing since then.
And just as I predicted, here comes out the head coach to put in a new arm. We're going to see a lefty coming in, and we're going to take a short break, and we'll tell you about him when we come back. Stay tuned, as we got some exciting final act of this game. You're listening to the Hamilton Joes Network.
At Smoothie King, we believe the best ingredients come from nature. That's why we keep adding more whole fruits and vegetables to our smoothies to help you get more out of every sip. At Smoothie King, we've added real whole raspberries bursting with fresh, crisp flavor, just in time for summer. Try an angel food raspberry or Greek yogurt raspberry smoothie for a limited time only. Enjoy whole raspberries at any of the 8 Cincinnati area Smoothie King locations. Smoothie King, Smoothies with a Purpose, proud partner of the Hamilton Joes.
M&G Body Shop is your one-stop shop for car repair. Woman-owned and family-operated collision repair center. They can be reached at 513-851-9056 or can be found online at mgbody.com. A proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
The original and simply the best. That's Wings on Brookwood, located at 147 North Brookwood Avenue. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, Wings on Brookwood offers both lunch and nightly specials. Before or after the Joes game, stop by Wings on Brookwood. You'll be in good company.
Hamilton Joes Baseball is brought to you by Triangle Sign Company, a sign of quality since 1921. If your current signage isn't giving you the visibility to attract interest and assist in getting people in your door, then it's time for a custom sign solution from Triangle Sign Company. Whether you're a big or small business, school, or organization, they will design and build a sign that is just right for you. Offering their support for the Hamilton Joes, we thank Triangle Sign Company for their continued support.
The Hamilton Joes are proud to partner with Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment Free Zone. You can experience the Judgment Free Zone by joining for only $10 a month. You can join in any of the 13 Cincinnati area Planet Fitness locations or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, the world judges, we don't.
Welcome back to here at Foundation Field, here in Hamilton, Ohio, where the Joes are threatening here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 5-3 is our score. The tying run on first base. Chris Hamilton, the go-ahead and winning run at the plate with one out. And if there's one part of the order that you would want up in this situation, it's right smack dab in the Joes lineup with Chris Hamilton and Griffin Dorsey. The only thing that's kind of scary is Chris Hamilton has grounded out in the infield twice on some hard hit ground balls. So if there's another one of those, that might smell the end of the game. As Stephen Butts has now checked into the game, the 5'10", 180-pound left-hander from Glendale, Arizona. He does his studying at Arizona State Christian?
Arizona Christian, yep.
Arizona Christian. There's a fly ball from Chris Hamilton, which will surely get in the runner on third base, but they're just going to make sure that Justin McConnell can't make it to second base as Trey Compton comes across to make it 5-4. And now Griffin Dorsey comes up to the plate. And with a chance for a big fly, there's another guy you want in the Horizon League Freshman of the Year, Griffin Dorsey. As you mentioned, he hit 10 home runs during conference play, and he actually hit one earlier today when around in the 4 o'clock game, he hit one over the left field fence that brought the game closer. And that happened to be a 2-run big fly. We'll take another one of those.
Absolutely. Freshman All-American, like you said, the guy you kind of want up right now.
Stephen Butts is a bit of a sidewinder in southpaw. As his arm throws for about the same height as his shoulder. As the first pitch misses, comes in and drops it a little lower as that's a 1-1, and they're staying away on Griffin Dorsey, not letting get his barrel on anything and yank his shoulders and pull one. But we have seen Dorsey show power to right field as well. 1 the count to the big right-hander. That pitch misses over the heart of the plate, but up in the zone, and Dorsey misses that fastball. 1-2 now the count here. Justin McConnell on first base, representing the tying run.
And in the first game, we saw Jorge Murillo come in and get the win, and he had a kind of a different arm angle too. He was dropping it down a little bit, and the Joes struggled with a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see with Butts out there, the lefty, with another unique arm angle that how they can do here.
So Stephen Butts with the game on the line and Griffin Dorsey at the plate. They take that one on the outside part of the plate. Didn't get that changeup on the outside there. The Butts working quick. We saw Christie work just as quick, so this is nothing new to this Joes lineup. With the play on the plate, with the tying run on base, and the go-ahead run at the plate. Some extra power. See if Dorsey can take advantage of it. 2-2 count here, and that ball misses on the outside. And it's actually not the worst thing in the world if you walk Griffin Dorsey, but you also bring up the hot Addison Coffee as well.
You can definitely tell they're nibbling towards the end of this at bat, trying not to make a mistake to Dorshing that could end the game for the Joes, but looking to be aggressive here.
And that's a bad job by the runner on first base by not stealing on the 3-2 count, and that's going to end the game regardless. But if that ball would have snuck into the gap, Justin McConnell should have been taken off there on the 3-2 count. I actually got a little ahead of myself. I thought that ball was in the hole there, but David Cole just rains underneath it as the ball ends up in his mitt for the end of the game, and that makes the final score 5-4 as Griffin Dorset gets a good jolt on the ball, but not good enough, as that marks a sweep for the Jolly Green Giants over the Hamilton Joes here on the home turf, and that's not what you wanted.
Yeah, absolutely not. Here in the second game, had a couple chances to get a few runs across, especially there in the last inning, like you mentioned with Dorshing, but just wasn't in the cards today for the Joes.
So we're going to take a short break and bring it back here for a little post-game talk between the three guys in the box right now. Stay tuned as you're listening to the Hamilton Joes Network.
It's one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955, and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joes. Whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family. The Hamilton Joes play ball on the banks of the Miami River, but the Great Miami Crew Rowing Squad is happy to sponsor the Hamilton Joes during the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball season.
Fort Hamilton Hospital is a full-service community hospital who continues to lead the way to better health in the Butler County area, serving patients from Fairfield, Oxford, Cincinnati, and Middletown. Fort Hamilton Hospital combines modern technology, highly skilled physicians with a friendly, caring staff. Their offerings include maternity, emergency, the most advanced wound healing in Butler County, and a range of outpatient services. For care you can count on, visit Fort Hamilton Hospital, located at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton.
Pate Appliance Services have given you 61 years of phenomenal service for any appliance that you need, with flexible scheduling, automated reminders, state-of-the-art service, and an A+ customer satisfaction rating from the Better Business Bureau. Pate Appliance Services is there for you. They can be reached at 513-863-4700 or found online at pateappliance.com.
Welcome back to here at Foundation Field, where the Joes didn't get the result they wanted in either game today. They came in today staring at a 6-2 deficit in the first game, unable to get away, as they did claw their way back and had the lead going into the ninth inning, but surrendered that, and they ended up losing 9-8. And then also in the second game, even with a 4-run third as they gave up, they were able to claw their way back and inch it a little closer. Maybe if we're playing a full 9-inning game, the Joes walk away with one. But since it's 7, they're going to walk away swept here on the home turf, and it's not the result they wanted at all.
Yeah, absolutely not. And obviously, like I mentioned before, when you get swept in a doubleheader, it doesn't make for a great night. If you're on the road, it makes for a really bad bus ride. But the Joes have a chance tomorrow to come back right onto this field and playing the Southern Ohio Copperheads in a home-and-home series Thursday and Friday, obviously with the first of those games being tomorrow night here at Foundation Field, a 7:05 start. So not a lot of time to sit and think about it. Just move on to the next one, and we'll see what's going on tomorrow.
Yeah, and even though you dropped 2 games, lost the first one 9-8, lost this one 5-4, had close games. It's good to have some close games early on in the season, get some experience, get some bullpen guys going. We saw Ryan Schmidt in both last night in the game and then today in the game. So back-to-back games pitching for him. It was good to see some guys out there. Had some good hits, had more hits than they did this game. Last game we were out hit by about 10 or more, so it was good to see him battle and stay in it.
Yeah, definitely a good battle from the Joes tonight, but they fall just short, 5-4 here in 7 innings in the condensed second game of a doubleheader. For the Green Giants, 5 runs they scored today on 4 hits only here in the second game. They didn't commit an error in the second game. For the Joes, 4 runs on 8 hits. They committed 2 errors tonight, including the catcher's interference to start the game tonight. The Green Giants left 5 runners on base, and the Joes left 6 on base tonight. So definitely a little bit of missed opportunities tonight for the Joes. But that'll do it for us here. For myself, AJ Schraffenberger, my partners Reid and Zach. We will see you, all three of us, here back tomorrow night at 7:05 at Foundation Field. If you can't join us. If you can't join us at the field, I should say, join us right back here on YouTube tomorrow night. 7:05 start, as I mentioned, and that'll do it for us tonight here on the Hamilton Joes YouTube network.